Hi everyone, welcome back to Where Wrestling Meets Pop Culture. It's me, Queen P.R, one half of those wrestling girls. And this is the show where you find out who the current Up Down champion is. It's the show you find out who just got married. And we don't talk about pay-per-view ratings or recaps or anything like that. We talk about the fun trivia that we enjoy about our favorite wrestlers. If you enjoy the show, please recommend it to your friends and your family, anyone that loves wrestling, and post on your social media, #Pop Culture Wrestling. And if you see any stories that we should know about, any appearances that like Liv Morgan makes, or AJ Styles pops up, let us know, because we want to talk about all of those things and kiki about all the fun stuff that we love. Happy New Year. This is the last pop culture show of the year. It is a new concept, but we are very excited to bring it into 2024. Follow me on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. We will always be posting content out there. Shout out to my sister, Krista B. We have so much coming for you. So thank you for supporting those wrestling girls, and I hope that you continue to do so in the new year, and we wish you all the best. So we will be right back with all the fun stories of the week. Congratulations, Shotzi. Her and her fiance Jesus eloped in Vegas just hours before a live event. They posted this really cute video of them getting married and then rushing over to the house show in Vegas. She wrestled in her wedding gown. It's a beautiful moment. Congratulations to them. They have the dope leather jackets with the just married on it. And I love when couples can have special, unique moments to their love story. And she posted on Instagram that this elopement is exactly them. It's perfectly them. And I'm very excited for her. She has really been killing it. I'm excited to see where she goes in 2024. She wrestled a couple days ago in Baltimore and literally left it all in the ring. She posted a really fun pic of her makeup on the wrestling mat. And she says you can see the pain on her face on the mat. She was in a tag team match, tagging with Bianca against Damage Control. So Shotzi, she's a fun girl. I think she's gonna go far in the company, and now seeing her so happy and in love and a newlywed. So congratulations, Shotzi. Speaking of congratulations, CM Punk recently came home to WWE. So he is back, but he also was able to wrestle in the greatest sports arena in the world, the Garden, for the holiday show, December 26th. And he faced Dom Mysterio in his first WWE match in 10 years. This is the first time that he was in the ring. So New York City really got a treat. And New York City staple Tiffany and Co. was gifted him a plaque congratulating him on his first match. It's beautiful. AJ Mendez just posted on her story that they framed it, and it's really beautiful. And she's been posting a lot on her social media. I'm sure all the AJ Lee fans out there have been noticing. She did a recap on her stories of some of the fun things that she was doing in wrestling this year, including posting with her wrestling boots and her and CM Punk training for the Heels TV show. If you don't know, and if you don't watch Heels, please try. I don't know if you can even find it anymore streaming, but Heels was a really good show on Stars, and her and CM Punk had roles on the show in the latest season, and she posted videos of them training, teasing all of her fans about a possible return in the ring. But you know what? I love what CM Punk said. AJ sends her regards, and if she pops up, she pops up, and that's fine. But I'm so happy for CM Punk, coming back home, being able to do a lot of the things that he probably thought he would never do again, wrestle in the Garden, and the gifts are amazing. He joins a list of greats with a merch collection with Roots of Fight. If you are not familiar with Roots of Fight, please check it out. It is a clothing line, really cool designs, but they're very they curate their legends very well. So CM Punk joins the list of Bret Hart, Rey Mysterio, Roddy Piper. So now CM Punk is going to have a line on that site. It drops January January 15th, and you best believe your girl will be copying some CM Punk Root to Fight merch. Their designs never miss. So I'm excited for that. So check out Root to Fight Instagram and follow them. The link is in the description to sign up to get an early access release to the line. So make sure you check it out. You don't want to miss out. I can see this collection being a sold out type of vibe. So make sure you sign up for that mailing list. The link is in the description. Congratulations, CM Punk. Welcome home. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch have a quote savage workout with Steve Aoki. He is a legendary DJ and a fitness guru that people really come to respect his health and wellness regimen. And him and Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch was able to work out with him, which is pretty fucking awesome. Becky Lynch posted it on her Instagram on the anniversary of Brody Lee's death, leaving the hashtag Brody on the story. So, I mean, this is a really cool experience for the two of them. Rest in peace, Brody Lee. But yeah, we love this for them. NBA's top rising star Tyrese Halliburton meets Booker T and Queen Charmel at a Pacers game. So this was hashtag WWE night. It was a Rockets versus Pacers game. And we all know that Tyrese Halliburton is a wrestling fan. He was at a presser for Fastlane, and he actually asked Bayley a question on why she didn't mind her business in one of EO's matches. So you can see that he, is excited to be in it. I'm sure he was excited that it was WWE night and he was able to meet Booker T and Charmel. He was very excited. The Pacers posted it on their Twitter account. And, he also got to meet the Queen, Queen, we love a Queen Charmel. We also love a Hall of Fame couple. So this was so super dope. Booker T also clotheslined the Rockets mascot like on the court, which is really cool too. Booker T actually clotheslines the Houston Rockets mascot on the court. It's a fun shot. It's a fun spot. I love Booker T. You guys know that. I find him hilarious. I think he's one of the funniest people on the planet. And also during research, the Houston's Rockets mascot also got super kicked by Shawn Michaels, so he doesn't have a lot of good luck when it comes to being around wrestlers. So this was super fun. I love the WWE nights. As we talked about before on this show, the collaborations with the NFL, and now seeing them more involved in the NBA, the Legacy Championship belt collaboration with the NHL. So WWE is about to go super, super, super mainstream, especially in sports. So this is super cool. So stay tuned for that. So if you are like me, you always wondered why MJF particularly wore a Burberry scarf. Like, I got it from like the school of the Chris Jericho heel, where you're just gonna wear things that annoy people because it's gonna make them hate you even more. So I get it. It was obnoxious. That print could be obnoxious, but I loved hearing the actual origin story of MJF's Burberry scarf. He shared it on the latest episode of the Sports Illustrated Media podcast, and he shared a really funny story about when he used to go to clubs, and I'm gonna paraphrase it. But he used to go to clubs and he bragged about how women were all over him. But this one particular night, there was another guy that had all the women's attention. Of course, he wasn't used to that because he's MJF. And he noticed that the guy was in the club in the summertime wearing a Burberry scarf. And he was only wearing it to show that he had money. And it attracted all the women's attention. So MJF was like, this is obnoxious. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna do this. And he's really never looked back. And when I see the print, I honestly think of MJF now. And also John Cena posted the print on his Instagram, and everyone knew what it kind of was alluding to was, supporting MJF. So I like hearing those type of origin stories, especially he grew up in New York like me, Long Island, but still. And he sharing that story to me was so cool. check out his episode of the podcast. I linked it in the description. He also talks about how people have become stale of his character. This is before the World's End pay-per-view, of course, but he did talk about how he needed a change, how he needed a refresh. Rumors say that he's going to be taking some time off after losing the championship to Samoa Joe. So who knows what that means for MJF in 2024. But yeah, check out that episode and let us know what you think about this being his how he became MJF. One of my favorite wrestlers in the world, one of the biggest rising stars this year, Dom Mysterio. He has a lot of ink. He just got a new tattoo. He also has been busy. He's been traveling to Australia, all around the world with mommy and the rest of Judgment Day. He is booked and busy, but he did find time to get a new tattoo of what I'm assuming are his fiance's lip prints on his wrist. The tattoo parlor, the Chrome Lady, posted it on their Instagram. Really cool black and white photos, also, I just have to say, of the new ink, and praises Dom Mysterio as they should. He is one of those people that you just never know when he's gonna pop out with some new ink, and I'm a big tattoo enthusiast, so I'm excited to see what happens. Follow that tattoo parlor on Instagram because their work is amazing. Who knows? Maybe next time I'm on the West Coast, you never know. I'm a random tattoo girl. Let me know what you think of Dom Mysterio's new tattoo in the comments below. So Liv Morgan, who we talk about a lot on this show because she is booked and busy and just a treasure. She recently posted some photos and video with JoJo, Bray Wyatt's widow, and also Total Divas castmate, ring announcer, beautiful singer. She recently posted some photos with JoJo. They went to do, looks like karaoke, maybe spoken word, and they had a night out. And it was really good to see JoJo look happy and have a night out and live, showing her that love. JoJo was on the mic singing, and I had to even remind myself, like, wait, JoJo has a magnificent voice. She's always been a fantastic singer. And I just think with everything going on, it must have felt really good to have that release and just have that night out. So shout out to Liv Morgan and JoJo. We sent our love to the Wyatt family. Losing Bray this year is still unbelievable and just one of the biggest tragedies of this year. So we send love to his family and shout out to WWE for supporting them with that Legends contract. That's just class act stuff. Shout out to JoJo. We hope to see more singing videos. Speaking of Bray Wyatt, he actually did a voiceover role this year for a Disney movie. If you know Diary of a Wimpy Kid, back in my day, those books were everything. And of course, now they are movies, a lot of them actually. I was looking on Disney Plus and they released a Christmas movie, Christmas Cabin Fever, and Bray Wyatt voices the prison guard in that movie. And I'm sure, I have not watched it, but I did link the Disney Plus link in the description. I would love to know what you guys think of the movie and Bray Wyatt's role. He was one of those people that had an abundance of talent. I think this was probably just the beginning of what he did, in Hollywood, in, mainstream movies and television. So check that out. Show some support for Bray. And I love that he was in a Disney movie. It is just amazing. Chavo Guerrero. So I always admired him for being able to make a living in wrestling without necessarily working in the wrestling business. So he has served as a wrestling coordinator, wrestling stunt choreographer in a lot of projects, including Glow, the TV show on Netflix. Bring back Glow. Heels, and the Iron Claw movie. So he was the wrestling coordinator for that. And now that the movie has been released, go check it out in theaters. Bring some tissues. But he was able to train Zac Efron, Jeremy Allen White, and the other actors how to wrestle to where they have found a new respect for the art form. And it's not easy to do that, to be able to translate that to just like a regular TV movie to where it looks also, realistic. And a lot of people that have seen the movie, including Mick Foley, has commended the wrestling matches in that film, and the scenes feel like you're back in the Spotatorium. They feel like you're back in those times, and how he was able to capture that. So kudos to Chavo Guerrero on that. And of course, once the Iron Claw film was released, fans were like, okay, if you're gonna do movies on wrestling families, the Guerrero family was definitely one that a lot of fans tweeted about. And he says that he was on the CBS Sports podcast recently and said that he was approached for a project on the Guerrero family, which I think would be cool. It kind of writes itself, the legacy of it. Unfortunately, there's a lot of stories to tell, good, bad, ugly, but it would be a good project. So if this is true, I would love to see a project on the Guerrero family. Let us know, are the Guerreros the next wrestling family that needs to be covered in a major Hollywood film? Oh, Peyton Royce is expecting her second child with Sean Spears. She recently revealed a gender reveal cake, and they're having a boy. And I love that for them. Sean Spears just announced that he was leaving AEW. So this is definitely a new chapter in both of their lives. So congratulations to them. Jessica McKay, her best friend, just had her baby. So this is exciting news. So I know what Peyton Royce can expect in 2024, and that is a new bundle of joy. Mia Yim is also a volleyball player, which I am not surprised because she is super talented and just like good at everything. It seems like she is in a volleyball competition, and she recently posted that they won in her bracket, so she will be continuing on in the competition. And I was talking to a good friend of mine, and I was saying I love that wrestlers now can have sort of hobbies outside of the ring, including, Bianca doing her weightlifting competition with Montez Ford actually as well. Or, just everything that the wrestlers are able to do now. And, volleyball is like an outlet for Mia. I love it. And especially if she's succeeding in it, do your thing. I see a lot of Black girls in this photo on her team. So I love that for Mia Yim. Congratulations. And I hope they win. And we will be the first to report it on Pop Culture. I promise you that. Speaking of wins, Shayna Baszler is the new Up Up Down Down champion. So I love Up Up Down Down because it's one of the first YouTube channels that you were really able to see some of your favorite wrestlers' personalities outside of the ring, because it's a gaming channel. Shout out to Xavier Woods. And it's fun because they're playing games like Call of Duty to Uno. She won this in a rock paper scissors tournament against Ricochet. Her gaming name is the Bays, I believe, and Ricochet's is Dripochet. If you really want to have fun reading something, I'm gonna quote it in the link it in the description, of all of the former champions, all of their gaming names, and how they won the championship, which is also gorgeous, if I must say so myself. It is a fun read, and it also just shows you another side. I don't know if you watch our show, you know how funny Shayna Baszler is. Like, she is just so comical. So congratulations to her. I wonder how long she's gonna be champion. She's been champion before. So yeah, check out Up Up Down Down on YouTube if you haven't already. I'll link it in the description. It's a really cool channel, especially if you're into gaming. So check that out. Ric Flair, the king of getting the bag. I'm not even mad at this. He has entered the crypto world with Woo Coin. Yes, he is now selling cryptocurrency, and you can look into it. The link is in the description. This adds on to his other business ventures recently, which has been wings. Sorry. If you've never seen his clip advertising his I can't even do it. His wings, like, please, I'll actually link that in the description just because it is hilarious. But also, Ric Flair, get the bag. Like, I am all the way here for it. Let me know what you guys think about Ric Flair's latest business ventures. I mean, can we all agree that we're happy he's making money not wrestling? You know what I mean? So shout out to Ric Flair. Congratulations are in order for the Browns. because they have made the playoffs, and the only reason I know that is because I follow Johnny Gargano and the fact that he's a big Browns fan and his wife. And I also learned that Vic Joseph is married to Mackenzie Mitchell. And Vic Joseph is also a big Browns fan, and they all watch football together. The women watch the baby, and the guys kind of like backseat coach the team, and they're super into it. And I just think that's adorable and really, really fun. And the Browns made the playoffs, so good for Johnny Gargano. I'm so into football now because the Ravens are doing well. So I mean, yeah, football, yay. But if you want to know who watches it, who shows up to games, and who has special jerseys made of their team, Pop Culture is the show, because that I'm an expert on. So congratulations to the Browns. I love this couple. Danny Garcia and The Rock, they are Team XFL. They are not gonna let XFL die, like, no matter what. So the last season, it was what it was. I love it. Danny Garcia is one of the few women that I think owns a football league, if I'm not mistaken. She's fucking phenomenal. If you don't know who she is, Google her right the fuck now. So XFL is merging with USFL to create UFL in the offseason of the NFL. Yeah, see what I did there? And it's going to air on ESPN and Fox Sports, which is kind of a huge deal. I think it's a good thing for football. I love the same thing with wrestling. I love the alternative. People love the sport. Why not give them more of the sport? Why not give football players a chance to become professional football players? And again, this is kind of like a lesson with business. It didn't work this way. We're going to try this way. And Danny Garcia is a phenomenal businesswoman. And we all know, you might have heard of The Rock too. But I think this merger could be really cool for the XFL. I do know people that enjoyed the XFL. If you did, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of this merger. Do you think this is exactly what the XFL needs to succeed? Because it looks like they're dedicated to the brand. So let's see where the XFL goes. And that was the latest edition of our Wrestling Culture. I want to thank all of you for listening to the fourth episode. This is a new concept, but we are excited to bring it into the new year. We want to share some of the amazing stories and the amazing things that wrestlers are up to, and make it fun again. So if you like the show, please subscribe to the Western Girls YouTube channel. Follow us everywhere on social media. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I will be posting a lot of social clips of additional stories. I link a lot of the stories I talk about in the description. So if you're ever interested in anything that I talk about, check out the description. You can get all the information. And I also link to the t-shirts I'm wearing. So if you like my wrestling t-shirt collection, make sure you follow me everywhere and check out the links of where to get everything. And thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Happy New Year.